Hey, what's up, guys? Silvernet here. Just want to show you what happened at Orlando. So there was the giant Optimum Pride. It was pretty cool. I love Universal Studios. It's so nice. Here's the entrance to the vault. This is like the merchandise store that they kick you out of on the ride. Ooh, toys. So yeah, I was looking around and a lot of fun, silly merchandise. There's an exclusive figure. It's just a repaint of a Dark of the Moon Deluxe. Not really too. Oh shit. They had a lot of cool Legacy and Studio Series figures here. And I was like surprised. Like, look at this guy. This guy's usually like $9. I wonder how much. It would be so funny to see a $22. What? Holy fuck. What the shit? SS Bumblebee 40. Wait. Okay, maybe Devastation Prime's different. You know, he's the leader of the Autobots and all. No. What the fuck? No. Maybe it's just the deluxes, you know, they're trying to make some cash off the... There's the Voyager, you know. Oh! But then I found his Masterpiece, and Masterpiece, you know, 120, you know, they're usually 200, 300 bucks, so this review's gonna be cheap, right? Oh damn! One painful financial choice later, and we have MP-53 plus Senator Crosscut. Senator? Excuse me? When the hell did Transformers join politics? Hold on a second, let me see. Oh shit. This guy's kind of cool. So he's some sort of like interplanetary polyglot. The guy's fluent in over 230 of our languages and 6,300 alien languages. All of his weapons are defensive in nature, meant to incapacitate rather than kill. He could transfer all his data and memories into a scooter drone called Clutch. This guy's awesome! But is he $120 awesome? Let's find out. Starting out with the mode that actually sold me in the store, it was the vehicle mode. This is such a nice little car. The silver paint, the detailing, it's all there, and we'll get into it. But this is an officially licensed Honda City R. It's Masterpiece, right? What do you expect? Everything's going to be officially licensed. But yeah, I mean, like, here's the bottom. It's actually relatively clean. But yeah, this car is really, really cool. There's not a single bit of detailing that I'd say is missing. I don't know, I'm not too much of a car guy, but there's the Autobot logo. I'd say, you know, most of the detail you'd want in a car is here. And like I said, this is such an eye catcher, especially in the store. Way better than the red guy. I think his, I don't even know his, not Crosscut. Reboost. That's the red guy, Reboost. But yeah, the headlights, very nice. The Honda logo is really well done. The license plate for City. It's neat, very nifty. The Masterpiece Bumblebee, I have that figure, had an interchangeable license plate. This one doesn't, but I think I prefer this just because I don't have to worry about losing it. And what's really cool about this car is that it's more than just, you know, a model. It actually has some interactable features. So the hood pops up and you see some details there. Really impressed that they painted the inside. The trunk opens up and you can store stuff in there. I'll show you how that works later. And the doors open, which caught me by surprise. I didn't expect that. I know the transformation does, but the fact that it's like a feature that's advertised and it actually opens like an actual door. It doesn't just like take the whole assembly off. It's just a door. Walk in, you know, go in there. No, you can't go in there. But yeah, I thought that was really impressive engineering. And yeah, I like this. As I said, you can put his accessories, which I will show off later in more detail, in the truck. So you open up the trunk. And careful, there is like a little part that juts out. But yeah. You put his little drone Clutch in there. That one doesn't really peg in from how I see it. You just kind of shove it in and, you know, hope for the best. It's a tight enough fit so where it won't, like, bounce out. But just careful, you know, you don't want to scratch any paint or anything. Now, the guns are actually really cool the way you do it. So you do want to transform the main gun. You know, just pull in the handle, pull down the nozzle. And then there is an allocated peg that it's going to be hard to show. And there's a peg in there. And then there's a peg within the rifle for these dual blasters. And you just put them in. And this is so cool. This is like very smart engineering. And it impresses me. This is the type of shit that impresses me, okay? Maybe I have low expectations. Or maybe this is really fucking cool. But then you grab... The last one, it is not as impressive. You just kind of put it in there. And there you go. stores weapons. And I love that. I love that the vehicle can store weapons in a realistic fashion. You know, like usually vehicles, you put the car on the top or or not the car, the gun on the top or on a door. But no, these go in. These go in the trunk, like how you'd store real shit. And that's awesome. Since I mentioned the accessories, I might as well look at them now. He comes with a dual blaster thingy, a handgun, a wrist-mounted rocket launcher, and his drone, Clutch. Now I know that, you know, I said these things were non-lethal, and they probably are, but they look lethal as hell, man, okay? I think he's lying. Getting up close and personal with the weapons, the wrist rocket can actually, you know, pop out like this, and I guess I might as well mention it now, right? It's kind of obvious. These things are shiny as shit, and I love that. It's very eye-catching. This figure just steals my attention. Maybe I'm like a crow or something, because, you know, I see shiny and my eyes just go, ooh. But yeah, nice silver paint. Me, that's me. But yeah, this one is the transforming gun. It's, you know, it's nice. Probably the least interesting. My favorite, personally, is this. The dual blaster thingy. Really cool design. And again, it's just in that nice silver, very shiny chrome. And here is Clutch, the drone that, you know, in case he dies, you just put his memory there, little backup hard drive. It's neat. It's a little bike. I know that other versions of this mold, I think Reboost has like minifigures that you can pilot this with, and I wish I had a little pilot. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Come on out here, Brainster. There you go. Yeah. Give me your head. Yep, get the fuck out of here. That's right. We're going to use the Titans Return Titan Masters. Ain't that right? Say hi, man. Say hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah. Okay, let's see if Clutch can be ridden by a Titan Master. This is just me messing around at this point. It's probably not going to work, but you can't knock it till you try it, right? So yeah, okay, that's not going to work. We can put the hands like that, and it looks nice in my hand, but I don't think it's stable. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I'm being dumb. Wait, hold on. Nope. Okay. Put the arms up a little. Fuck. Okay. It does work. I got it to work. Okay, but it's not ideal. Also, since I have him here, like, look at that. He works really well. He looks cute with the car. Oh yeah, small detail, but in order to put Clutch in the trunk, you have to transform him. Simple transformation. Like, you just shove the handlebars inside. Yeah. Enough messing around, enough looking at accessories, enough looking at all these weird gimmicks and Titans Return and bullshit. Let's get into this guy's transformation, shall we? Okay. It's pretty simple, all things considered. You just pop the trunk open like this, and then you crack this open, bring these parts down. You're going to kind of see the back of the car explode into his legs, and the front kind of fold into his body. Arms are part of the tire assembly, so you just kind of pop them out. These are annoying as hell to put back in when you're turning into a truck, just a heads up, or car, heads up on that, okay? And you just want to unfold these. You straighten everything out, and there you go. You can see the leg forming already. Pop the foot out, pull the toe out from there, snap it in, pull the heel out, and then move the tire in. Really simple stuff. It's not too bad of a transformation. Do the same thing on this side. Just, pull it, my bad. Put this part out, then heel, toe, tire, and now we pull this all the way down, forming the other leg. Very nice. And then you unite them. And this part's a little weird. You gotta, it's I don't know. We'll leave that for later. I don't like that part. Okay, so let me readjust. There we go. Give the camera some height. I need a new phone stand. So pop this part out, then pop it over the wheel. Make sure you line up the hole right there with the peg attached to the gray part. This will form the shoulder, like that. Position the arm in a way that, looks very arm-like. And do the same thing here. I will admit the shoulder connection is a little loose on one of my arms, but it's not a deal breaker. It's just I kind of have to pay attention to when I'm messing with it. Okay, now that we got the shoulders oriented, we pop the doors out, pop the head up and swivel it. There is his head. It's very, very nice. Almost forgot, you got to put the rear view windows in there so they don't break off. Careful with them, by the way. They don't feel fragile, but they look fragile, so just be careful. Then you want to grab this segment in the chest and you got to wrestle it. There you go. And this is going to be a little hard to see, so you see that little tab in there? Yeah. There you go. That's how you unite it. And it's going to be a mess, but just do it again. And there. It's not the tightest connection, and it sometimes pops off like that. So just, be patient with it. It's not a complete deal breaker, though. It's not that bad, honestly. So pop the head out again, and the final thing, you grab the roof and trunk door, and just slide it underneath the door kibble. This is probably the worst part of the transformation, just because there's no tabbing, but honestly, it's okay. And then, like I said, these legs are annoying. You just kind of want to push them out. And see, there's the difference. So yeah, you just push them out. There's no click or anything though, so it's just a guessing game, and I feel like I'm gonna break it every time, but I don't like this. I really think this could have been engineered better. But you know what? Final result, it's nice. It's a fucking amazing robot, and we should probably get into his amazing details. So from head to toe, this thing looks amazing. It's so clean. It's so G1. It's so... Oh, there you go. See? There's the shoulder issue. Let me fix that. So yeah, shoulder fixed. The G1 detailing mixed with the masterpiece engineering, it's an aesthetic that I love. It's a mix of realism with the licensed car and cartooniness that just oozes so much charm. The trunk is... what am I saying? The hood is still accessible in robot mode. And yeah, I mean, look at this. From head to toe, just super nice. The silver paint. I keep saying silver paint. Silver nut. But the silver paint just works really well. The faux parts on the back of the legs can be seen as an issue to some. To me, I don't really care because I think the transformation is satisfying enough. But I can get why people are against, faux parts. I personally don't care for it. But yeah, the silver paint is just... Oh my god, this figure is such an eye-catcher. And I mean, that head sculpt is immaculate. The red breakup, with his crotch, his hands, his head, his toes, it does so much. It carries the aesthetic, honestly. Because if this were all silver, it would be a boring design. But the red makes it work. Aesthetics only go so far, however, so let's take a look at this guy's articulation. His head looks up that far. Oh shit, it's locked. It looks up that far. It's got a swivel. There's no tilt, unfortunately. The ball joint's too tight, but I believe it's on a ball joint, so maybe if it was a better engineered head, it would have more extra. The shoulders go all the way out, and they have a swivel. Elbows, whoa, it's really nice. The hand can move up because of transformation, and there is hand swivel. He has articulation at his pointer finger, and the rest are connected, so you can hinge those out. That's mainly for the gun and some expression. There's a swivel at the waist. You do kind of have to move the backpack out of the way, like you saw me do. Is a clicky hip joint that kicks up that far. Really, really good range on this thing. And yeah, I mean, just it's so fun to click around. His legs kick out that far. Careful with the transformation piece. See, there you go. You don't want to shift it in. No. Just shift it out. I don't like that. I really don't like that part. His splits are okay. It's a transformer. There's a swivel at the thigh. Knee bend is fucking pretty... this thing is impressive, deceptively impressive. You can also sort of fake it with a double knee with the mistransforming it. I don't really care for that, but, your toy. The foot can pivot inwards and can also be rocked forward and back. And yeah, I mean, this guy's articulation is deceptively good. Really nice. The way you slot the accessories in is super easy. You just transform this part out. This is his handgun. You just slot that part out, and then the grip will wrap around his thumb, and then the fingers will wrap around that. But it's actually a fake grip because the gun itself clips into his arm. So it's not going anywhere, but you can't really twist the gun anywhere. I personally think that's a smart idea just because I don't want him dropping it. And a lot of Transformers Masterpiece figures tend to do that if they have articulating hands, so I'm okay with that. In order to equip the other two weapons, they're fully wrist mounted, so you just slide it over the holes on the wrist, and I'm doing this blind, so there you go. So there's the single rocket, and then my favorite, the twin blaster. It's just nice. It looks really cool, and they glimmer. So, oh my god, that shine is amazing. So yeah, Senator Crosscut is a kick-ass Masterpiece figure. As someone who doesn't have much experience in the line, I mainly do the generation stuff, like rarely touch third party. But yeah, as someone who is fairly fresh to Masterpiece, mainly I just do the movie Masterpiece, and I have the original Bumblebee. This thing is great, and I love it to bits. Honestly, this thing has quickly become one of my favorite figures to just have on the desk and mess around with. Aesthetically, it's beautiful and such an eye-catcher. I love the vehicle mode, I love the robot mode, I love going in between them. There are a few gripes. I don't like the backpack, I don't like the way the thighs are forced out, and I don't like the way the arms go into the chest when you transform it. But other than those three gripes, I think the good outweighs the bad in this case, and oh my god, this thing is great. I kind of want to get the other molds, but I'm scared I'm gonna get disappointed because they're not silver, and I think that's the big seller with this guy. He's a shiny silver Honda City R. What I'm happy with just that, man. So yeah, Crosscut, he's cool. If you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See ya.